The past couple of months have been pretty crazy. I've been able to grow this YouTube channel from having 0 views, 0 subscribers, and making $0 per month to now almost hitting 5,000 subscribers and making $10,000 per month consistently. This has really shifted the way that I think as a creator and changed some preconceived ideas that I had about YouTube. I was under the assumption that you needed to get hundreds of thousands of views or even millions of views in order to make some real money on YouTube. But what I realized is that a large audience doesn't necessarily equate to more money. You need to build a targeted high value audience. So in today's video, I'll show you how I went from 0 to over $10,000 per month on YouTube with less than 5,000 subscribers. It would be impossible for me to include every single strategy into one video, so I've went ahead and recorded a full-length webinar in which you can get access to for completely free. So if you want to go ahead and check out that webinar, I'll leave a link below this video. And also if you stay until the end of the webinar, you'll get a special discounted price off of my paid YouTube course. So let's go ahead and get started. One of the main reasons why I believe I was able to be so successful on YouTube in such a short period of time was because I chose the right niche to get into. When you think about all of the content in which you consume on YouTube, it can be categorized into two sets of content. There's content that's educational and there's content that's entertaining. So educational content can be anything around finance, crypto, credit cards, sales training, real estate, make money online, affiliate marketing, blogging. And entertaining content would be most of the content which people consume online. That can be anything from gaming, makeup, dancing, prank, vlogs, reaction videos, funny videos, and so on. In order to be successful on YouTube, I highly recommend choosing a niche that's in the educational space. The reason why I recommend creating content in an educational niche is because it's easily monetizable. You build a higher value audience, you get a higher ad revenue, it's more brand friendly, you don't really need a large audience, and there's multiple ways in which you can monetize. And while you can make money in the entertainment niche, it is harder for you to monetize. You usually attract a lower value audience. You get lower ad revenue, you need lots of views in order to start making some decent money, and there's limited monetization options. So for instance, if you're in the gaming niche, it's going to be very hard for you to start making some real money until you have millions and millions of views. And that's because first of all, it's very competitive, but also the audience that you attract is going to be a lot younger, which means they have less disposable income, and they're not really looking to really buy and invest in things that will improve their lives. On the other hand, if you're in an educational niche, such as sales training, that you know that those people are more willing to buy a product or service if it helps improve the skill in which you're trying to learn or they're trying to build upon. You'll also attract an audience that's much older, they'll have much more disposable income, and you'll be able to monetize very easily. So the key to making a full-time income as a small YouTuber is to create content within an educational niche. So again, think of things such as finance, crypto, credit cards, affiliate marketing, sales training, real estate, buying and flipping, health, fitness, how-to guides, comparisons, personal branding, social media training, and pretty much any other niche in which you can think of that you can teach a tangible skill to an audience. The second step to succeeding on YouTube as a small YouTuber is finding profitable YouTube video ideas. So you need to find low competition, high demand YouTube video topics in order to create content around. And you can do this using both free and paid methods. The best free method to do this is to head over to YouTube and search the niche or the video topic in which you're researching within the YouTube search bar. And I highly recommend downloading the vidiq Chrome extension, and you want to go ahead and activate that Chrome extension because that will give you an overall score for that specific video topic. So for sales training, we see that this is a 52 out of 100. The volume is fairly in the middle and the competition is also in the middle. So this is sort of I would say, middle tier keyword. The vidiq Chrome extension is also very useful because it gives you a snapshot of the overall keyword. So we can see the highest amount of views, we can see the average views, we can see the average subscribers, we can see how many videos were added within the last 7 days. So this allows you to get a nice overview and gauge to see whether or not this will be a good keyword for you to create content around. The rule of thumb when doing your keyword research is that you want to find a keyword that has a high volume and a low competition score. So if you're not happy with that keyword, again, just go ahead and search up that video topic and you can see variations of that keyword right from the YouTube suggested keywords. So as you can see, we have sales training techniques, sales training for beginners, sales training courses, and you can also add connector words such as for, so sales training for beginners, for real estate agents, for contractors, for recruiters, and so on. So again, you have a lot of different options here in which you can explore to find a good keyword for that specific video topic. So as we can see here, while the other keywords were a little bit harder, this keyword here is a score of 61, which has a low competition and the volume is sort of in the middle. So if you're a new creator, this may be a better keyword for you to target. And you just want to go ahead and repeat that process and find as many low competition, high volume keywords as you can. You can also sign up for a free account of vidiq and start doing some keyword research. I would start by searching up your seed keyword, which is a broad keyword for your specific niche, and then you can go ahead and get some related keywords and longer tail keywords that people will actually be searching up. So for instance, how to get backlinks is deemed to be a pretty good keyword with an overall score of 63. It has very low competition and the search volume is in the medium range. So this is a pretty good keyword here, which you could target if you're in that niche. And if you scroll down, you'll be able to see some matching terms. So how to get backlinks to your website, how to get free do follow backlinks. So again, we're getting very specific here, but as you can see, the more specific you get, the easier it is for you to rank for those keywords. So when you're creating content as a new creator on YouTube, you want to go ahead and find those longer tail keywords, because usually when people are searching something up, they're not going to search up 1 or 2 words. They're usually searching up 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 words. So that's why it's important for you to start with your seed keyword and then get narrow as you search more specific keywords within your niche. And just repeat this process. And when you find a suitable keyword, head over to the YouTube search engine and go ahead and actually search up that keyword on YouTube. The point of this is that you want to go ahead and see if there's smaller creators that have actually went ahead and ranked for this keyword and they're getting views. Right off the bat, we see that this YouTube channel has about 3,000 subscribers and they've gotten over 13,000 views for this specific video. So this is a good sign that if you went out and you created content within this specific video topic, it would be likely that you can outrank these YouTube channels, because we can see smaller channels are ranking and they're getting a lot of views. So those are some of my favorite ways to find profitable YouTube video ideas. Now I also use a very powerful tool called Tube Atlas. It's a fairly new YouTube keyword and competitor research tool. If you want to see exactly how I use Tube Atlas to help me find video ideas that give me a competitive edge over my competitors, then go ahead and enroll in my paid course, because I have a whole module on Tube Atlas. The third step in making a full-time income as a small YouTuber is understanding how to create YouTube titles and thumbnails. So think about what's the first thing that you notice when you're on YouTube. It's usually either the YouTube thumbnail or the title. Better thumbnails and titles will increase your click-through rate, which will allow you to get more views on your videos, which will allow you to get more subscribers, more likes, more comments, and eventually make more money from affiliate sales, or if you're selling your own product or service on your channel. Better YouTube titles and thumbnails will also make your video stand out from your competitors, and it'll also help you to outrank your competitors. For instance, let's go ahead and take a look at one of my own examples of a video in which I created. So I wanted to rank for this keyword, which is writer tutorial. Now, instead of me titling my video writer tutorial, instead I title it how to write a blog post using Writer AI, and in brackets 2,000 plus word post in 10 minutes. And I also went ahead and added 2,000 plus word blog posts with Writer AI in my thumbnail. Now this thumbnail can definitely be improved, but the reason why I think this video did very well was because it wasn't just labeled Writer tutorial. It actually showed you what you can do and what you can create with Writer, which is what most people are looking for. They're not really looking for the name of a product or service. They're looking to see exactly what that product or service can do to help improve their business or their life. Once you understand the science behind titles and thumbnails, you now need to understand how to optimize and rank your YouTube videos. Optimizing YouTube videos are actually pretty simple. Once you've done it a couple of times, it's simply just a checklist in which you need to follow. The first thing that you want to do is include the keyword in which you're trying to rank for within your title. So we want to rank for Writer AI, so that's included within our title. We also want to rank for how to write a blog post using Writer AI. So you want to go ahead and include the target keyword within your title. And you also want to go ahead and include those target keywords and variations of that keyword within your file name. So even before you upload this file onto YouTube, you want to go ahead and change the file name to either just go ahead and copy the title and paste it over there, or include some target keywords. Next, you want to go ahead and also include your keywords and variations of that keyword within your description. So you want to be as descriptive as possible within your description, because the way that YouTube figures out what your video is about is by reading your title, your description, your file name, and your tags, which we'll go over in 1 second. So you want to go ahead and include as much information as possible related to that video and related to variations of that keyword. So for example, I included writer AI plans and pricing, how to write a blog post, how to get a lifetime deal for a writer, how to generate a blog post, how to write paragraphs in your blog post. So just think about variations of things in which people may be searching up, and you want to put that within your description. Next, you want to go ahead and add your YouTube tags. Again, this is the information which Google or YouTube, will read in order to figure out what your video is about. And this is why I also recommend downloading the vidiq Chrome extension, because it makes it very easy for you to add your tags. All you have to do is enter the seed keyword, and you can go ahead and select variations of that keyword that you want to go ahead and add onto your tag. So of course, I've already added these. So once you add it, you'll get that blue check mark. Rule of thumb, you want to go ahead and add as many tags as possible. You have 500, which is the limit. Add as many tags as you can that's related to that video. And that's pretty much all you have to do to optimize your videos. When I first started on YouTube, that's exactly what I did, and I built very organically. I didn't use any other external tools or any hacks or any things like that, because I really wanted to grow organically on YouTube. Now, there are some other things in which you can do to help boost your videos up and help you optimize and rank even faster. If you want to see those methods, again, that's in the paid course, because that is a really in-depth module. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, you can check that out in the paid course. But another simple and free YouTube hack that you can use to help you rank your videos is by using external sources and repurposing your content. For instance, one of my first videos that went semi-viral was my Jarvis AI, or Jasper as it's called now, on Surfer SEO tutorial. Now, one of the main reasons why I think this did really well, even though I was a very small channel at that time, was because I went ahead and shared this content in relevant Facebook pages. So just go ahead and search up your video topic and filter by groups, and go ahead and find any group that may be relevant to your video, join that group, and then you want to go ahead and post in that group. But you don't want to go ahead and just spam your video. You want to go ahead and add some value and then mention your video at the bottom of your post. As you can see, when I first started my channel, I did this quite often to help me get some additional views from external sources, which allowed me to grow my YouTube channel a lot faster. The next hack is to repurpose your content. So you can go ahead and trim your long form YouTube content into short form video, in which you can post on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, or Instagram Reels. By doing so, you'll be able to build a separate audience from YouTube, but then you'll also be able to drive people from external sources onto your YouTube channel. When you're first starting out, it'll be easier for you to grow on short form platforms such as TikTok, but then you can go ahead and translate that onto a following on YouTube. If you're just starting your YouTube channel, I highly recommend that you utilize external sources and you repurpose your content so that you can build a following outside of YouTube and then direct that following onto your channel, which will allow you to grow a lot quicker on YouTube. Thank you for those who stuck around until the end of this video. I know it was a little bit longer, but I really wanted to compress a lot of the information which I learned on YouTube into this video. But as I mentioned earlier, if you want to go ahead and check out the full webinar, I'll leave a link below this video. And if you also want to get access to the full YouTube 6-figure course, I'll also leave a link below this video. Right now, the course is 50% off, so you are getting a really good deal. I've been a digital marketer for the past 5 years, and I've put everything that I've learned in digital marketing and in YouTube into that full course. And I'm always updating the content so you know that you're getting the best and the most practical strategies to help you grow on YouTube. If you got some value from this video, then let me know by leaving a comment below or giving us a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay well.